However, for those who can't work one-to-one or who are who can't be here live, here's a gentle way, a safer way of dealing with it. And the final question for today is an anonymous question on how to deal or work with trauma. So this person says, I simply cannot visit that memory due to the strong emotional load and dysregulating and so on. So well done for asking for help with this. And I know a lot of people are going to need this information. So thank you for the question. So when dealing with trauma, first of all, understanding that very briefly that when we feel the emotional trigger, so as you think of that memory and you feel the emotions of fear, anger, betrayal, frustration, whatever's there, hurt, those feelings are the sensations of stress chemicals like adrenaline and cortisol, and those are the same chemicals that are produced when we're in physical danger. That's why it's so strong. In addition to that, one of the effects of those chemicals is they cause blood to drain from the prefrontal cortex of the brain, where we do our cognitive thinking, to the back of the brain, which means that we can't think straight. And that's why it can become very quickly become overwhelming when dealing with trauma. So that's why we suggest not dealing with trauma on your own. However, for those who can't work one-to-one or who are who can't be here live, here's a gentle way, a safer way of dealing with it. So start with, you're not going to visit the memory at all for now. So do the little exercise, the little 2-minute exercise. Again, we'll share a link to that in one of the comments, where you're imagining surrounding yourself with your color and hugging your subject and then hugging the little you. So whatever you do to get into that state of feeling good. So what you're doing there is you're producing feel-good chemicals like endorphin, serotonin, oxytocin. Once you can feel the good feelings, so you don't want to be addressing any negative memories when you're already feeling bad. Get yourself into a feel-good state first. Once you're feeling good, then you're going to imagine, you're not going to go to the memory, you're going to imagine the memory is in a box or some other kind of container. So you're just going to know that that memory is now in a box or some container that's locked and it's secure. So the memory is not coming out, you're not going in. You're not going to open that box just yet. So you've got the memory in a box and it's locked. Then go back to the feel-good state. Then ask yourself, how would I feel if I were to look at that box? Not going to open it. Just if you were to look at that box that the memory is inside it, how would it feel? And if there's any, be vigilant. If there's any negative emotions, immediately stop, press pause, and go back to the feel-good state. So the key here is keeping yourself topped up with those feel-good chemicals. So stress chemicals are stronger, so you don't want to spend any time producing those. So as soon as you feel slight negative emotions, press pause, go back to your color, hugging your subject. You can also use music. So if you've got music you enjoy, you can use that, anything that feels good. You can use physical exercise. So doing that, then you press pause on that. And then if I were to look at that box, how would that feel? And when you think, okay, there's no bad feelings, it would feel fine, then imagine that you're looking at the box. Imagine looking at the box. Again, notice how you're feeling. Again, back and forth. So you're keeping yourself topped up with those feel-good chemicals. If at any point it starts to feel like you can't change back to the feel-good chemicals, stop. You'll come back later. It's okay. You can leave that memory in the box and go and take a break, go and do something fun, speak to a friend, do something that will change your state. Go for a walk, do some physical exercise. So then when you're able to imagine looking at the locked box and you don't feel any negative emotions, then ask yourself, how would it feel if I were to unlock the box and peek inside it? Not going to get in it, not going to look, not going to let the memory out, just going to peek inside it. How would that feel? And notice, be conscious of what's happening inside your body, how you're feeling. Again, press pause, go back to the feel-good chemicals. So you keep doing that. And then when you think, yeah, I can peek inside the box, I don't, that won't bother me. Then imagine you're peeking inside the box and notice how you feel. So you keep doing that. Eventually, perhaps you're able to open the box and imagine the memory as an object. So either an object or a static scene, like a little clay display or something like that, or a picture. And again, so that's not real. So again, then how that feels, again, back and forth, until eventually you're able to imagine the memory coming out of the box at a distance, and you're not feeling negative emotions. You're not feeling anything. Again, you're keeping yourself topped up with the feel-good chemicals, and then you can do the normal back and forth to change that memory. So then you can follow that step-by-step video for changing that memory, because the emotions are the negative emotions, stress chemicals are down enough. So I hope that's helpful. There are a lot of other techniques we can use for this. So if this isn't working for you, or you're still having trouble with it, let me know, come back and I'll give you some more ideas.